Hello everyone, Shintobean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards. Continuing with the Rise of the Commoners series, this time we're going to be playing as Chaos. And for rare warlords, we just have two options, Gluggerthox the Foul or Huron Blackheart. Obviously, Blackheart's a lot more fun, so that's the one I'm going with. Running a bunch of mostly ranged bodyguards, actually, which is kind of surprising, but kind of noticing a trend that a lot of the strongest common cards tend to have mostly ranged. So, we're running the Black Legion Defiler as the main damage dealer here. It's got a big barrage attack. Obviously, the more ranged units it kills, the better that attack will become with Blackheart. And then we've got a bunch of cards that are aiming to keep that thing alive. We got two healers, the Warpsmith and the Plague Surgeon. And we got two cards with Taunt as well, the Venom Crawler and the Ogren. And then the other two are just in there to fill up the rest of the points. They just seem to be the best option. Neither that amazing, but I suppose the Skull Cannon does have the potential to become pretty strong if you can keep it alive. And then the Pink Horse can just hold down a lane. So, let's go ahead and deploy, and we'll see how these guys do. Alright, we are up against Canoness Viridian, and we do have the initiative, so we'll be able to take the first turn here. Let's go ahead and I think we'll actually drop the Skull Cannon first to see if we can get that thing dealing some damage. And then we'll go with, I suppose, a healer. Healing Berserkers is generally a good idea, I guess. Wow, okay. They do have a Penitent engine, though. That's going to be kind of crazy. We'll drop the Defiler here. It's a bit risky, because if they move that Penitent engine over into the center lane, which they do, that thing is going to be taking a whole lot of damage, and yeah, I don't think there's any way we can avoid that, really. But we'll see how much damage we can do here. Really, probably should have deployed the thing with Taunt on the first turn. That would have been the better move. And these guys are at a high enough level that they are dealing a whole lot of damage. So we will be able to knock out the Penitent engine, but of course it will be getting that big death blow off and causing some pain. It might get an extra attack here, which, yep, it does. So, yep, that Defiler is dead. And it still gets all the attack buffs after dying, so yeah, that's even worse. Well, I guess we're just going to have to rely on the Skull Cannon then. So, I guess we'll drop the Ogren now. Have 3 bodyguards to get through. Can we do it? I think we can. I'm fairly confident in the abilities of these guys. 100 damage on the Skull Cannon. Alright, so they're probably going to go melee here. Quite a bit of damage, actually. Knocking out that Ogren. Plague Surgeon. Cutting very low on health. I guess we'll go like this. And I think we'll go with the ranged attack. I think we want to save the melee attack for a little bit longer. So we'll go ranged for now. Debuff their ranged attack. The Venom Crawler will definitely be going down to their melee attacks here, but at least we'll be able to absorb some damage there. Plague Surgeon hits back. The Skull Cannon is going to be dying soon. We don't really want the Warlord taking damage from the extra attacks they get from the special rule, so we'll go with a series of ranged attacks, knocking out their biggest damage dealer. Warpsmith taking some extra damage there, but that's fine. And yeah, the Pink Horror will actually be pretty good at knocking out the shields on Canoness Viridian. We're going with a big melee attack, but the Skull Cannon will be able to knock out Alea and Valerian. Okay, perfect. So this ended up working out pretty well. The Skull Cannon, surprisingly, being the thing that got us through the game. 296 damage on that. Wow. Just going straight through the shields on the enemy Warlord. I was not expecting that. I think the Defiler, if you can get that thing going, it's quite fun. You'll notice I'm holding on to all of these victory packs down here. Because this weekend we have double drops for victory packs as well as some of the packs in the shop, so I want to cash in on those. So yeah, let's go ahead and try this out one more time. And we'll see if we can make the Defiler the MVP this time. Alright, up against Orcs this time. Zodgrod Wartsnagger, interesting. Don't come up against him too often in ranked. Okay, so they're dropping Ed Zappa. So once again, we can go with the Skull Cannon here, I think. The Sonic Blast will be good for that. Man, but yeah, we're not really getting the cards we want, though. I guess we'll go with the Warpsmith, because they're probably going to go Psychic. There's the Defiler. Okay, so the Defiler we can put over here across from the Pain Boy, and so, yeah, the Defiler's not really going to be taking much damage. So this should work out, I think, pretty well. With their Psychic attack, they're actually debuffing both ranged and melee. It's a pretty good setup they've got there. And every time we kill something that's 10 points or less, they'll be getting a pretty big boost to their attack stats. Warpsmith goes down. So now I think we want to try bringing out like the Venom Crawler, I think. So bring that in. The Defiler, I think we'll take out the Bomb Squig with the splash damage from the Barrage, so it will get the melee buff from that. Death Blow, dealing some damage there though. Okay, and wow. Alright, the Skull Cannon got the Psychic attack. Now, I don't think the Berserk will actually increase the damage on the Psychic attack. I may be wrong, but we'll have to see about that. Big damage from a Kill Blasted tank. Lord of War just dropping there. Yeah, but not enough to take out the Venom Crawler. It is at a pretty low level, level 4. But yeah, that thing's going to be getting really big, though. And they got the Red Gobbo, really? Wow, these guys mean business. Okay, this is, yeah, so it looks like the Psychic attack isn't getting buffed by Berserk. Interesting. I guess we'll go Psychic here. Yeah, not quite enough to kill anything. This Red Gobbo is exactly 10 points, so killing that will just serve to increase, further buff their attack stats, as we will see here. The thing is just so good, such a good card. So, I didn't actually look at like the levels of these cards here. Chaos are actually pretty high on my of my factions. But yeah, these are decently high levels actually. These are like at least the older cards. The newer ones not so much. But we'll go with the Ogren here. Might be a little risky though. I don't know. I just want to keep the Defiler alive. That's the most important thing. Skull Cannon also would be a plus. So we'll go with the melee attacks here. Deal some pretty good damage. Knock out Red Gobbo. Get the buff from that. But yeah, depending on where the Kill Blasted tank goes. If it goes to the left, I think we're okay. If it goes to the right, we're going to be in trouble. So yeah, Makari's coming out, buffing that even more. 186 ranged attack. Okay, this is perfect. So it is getting healed. Oh, they're going melee. 198 damage from that guy? Really? Wow, that's crazy. Pain Boss. Well, that's going to be a little problematic, because they do have a little bit of a ranged attack charged up. This is actually a lot trickier than I thought it would be. Wow. Because, yeah, we don't have enough to knock out that dang Kill Blasted tank, so we're going to be forced to just go Psychic here. Debuff their ranged attack, hope that they go ranged. And then maybe we can knock them out with the counterattack next turn, although... Yeah, just the poor positioning here. Not the greatest. Okay, we're good though, because the splash damage from the Defiler now will knock out the Pain Boss, and then the Skull Cannon, once again, will be able to steal the most stats here from killing the Kill Blasted tank, getting 34 to the ranged attack. Wow, that thing is looking crazy right now. Defiler is pretty good. Definitely did a lot of damage, the Defiler did this game, but once again, it does go down. So, it really is the Skull Cannon that did some good work here. Alright, so that was a pretty fun game. I actually had to think pretty hard for some of those deployments, some of those turns on which attack type to use, where to deploy which card. That's kind of the fun thing about using these like non-meta cards. And I would definitely like to continue this series because it's been quite a bit of fun. I think I'll just choose like one rare warlord from each faction and then fill the deck with a bunch of common bodyguards and see how far I can get. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.